January 1, 1945. Dear Mom, Happy New Year! May this year bring us a mutual happiness in the event that this great event be terminated. I hope the motto, Home Alive in 45, is true and not thus the Golden Gate in 48. I am sending a little more cabbage in this letter. I hope she comes in handy. It will feed our bankroll anyhow. I just came back from seeing Going My Way. It was swell, too. Old Bing was in it. Boy, you don't know how much you miss our movies till you sit through a couple of these French things. I've been reading quite a bit lately. They say it broadens the mind, so I thought I would run an experiment. Man, is it ever cold here now. The old wind blows right through you, too. Brrr. I don't have much to say, dear, but I'm trying to make it long. We just opened up a quart of pear halves. There were 4 of us that tied into them. They were delicious, too. I never described our room to you, did I? We live upstairs in a French stucco chateau. Our room is fixed thus. Shows a drawing of the room. What do you think of it? Quaint, huh? I got a letter from Aunt Bet the other day. It seems everyone likes my Virginia. I don't blame them in the least. I think she is plenty much okay, too. How's my big sis doing now? I hope the cold epidemic is off by now. I guess there will always be colds as long as there are people to have them, and the cold germs humming around looking for them. Hot philosophy, huh? Well, let's call it quits for now. Good night. Your Jim. January 9, 1945. Dear Mom, so far I haven't received the packages you sent. I am away from my base again, so they might have arrived while I am away. The other day I sent you 5 cartons of fags. I hope you get them okay. The fellas moaned about me sending them, but they are mine, ain't they? And it's my business what I do with them. We're having a little snow as of late. It is also fairly chilly, too. I know I will enjoy a good old American dance. Maybe not with just any girl, though, but with you know who, yes. I'll try not to sting you on the Christmas date of ours, but we'll just have to sweat it out, I guess. By the way, how is Babs? She is probably feeling a bit ignored, but you know how it is, don't you? I hope. Mom, I guess before very long you will get another change of address from me, as we are expecting to go back to ATC. That will facilitate moving. My mail will be delayed too, probably, so when this delay comes, you will know what caused it. We had a big officers' party the other night. It wasn't too bad. We had a GI band. Boy, they were good, too. Do you know what Pa got broke for? Have him write me if he can. After all, I'm not particular who writes to me, huh? All we have been doing lately is sponging donuts and coffee from the Red Cross and shooting the bull. How is my big sis doing? Say, Mom, I would like to know how much we have in the bank about once every month. I'm just curious, that is all. Do you understand? We got more money in the bank than we have had for quite a while, haven't we? Well, I guess this is all for now. Your Jim. January 20, 1945. Dear Mom, well, I finally got one of my packages today. Gee, everything was swell. Oh, yes, here's the picture I promised you. I hope you like it. It flatters me a great deal. It gives me that schoolgirl complexion I haven't got. You ask about tobacco and razor blades and the like. I get plenty of them here, thanks. Gee, it was surely swell to hear that we started the new year with a clean slate as far as debts go. What a wonderful thing. We went to Naples the other day. We got to go in town this time. I bought B.I. a little fur dog. I will send it when I get a chance. We flew over the top of Mount Vesuvius. It was very picturesque. You see, the sky was bright blue and almost cloudless. The old volcano was smoking, and thin, flimsy clouds veiled the top of it. The green lowlands and the snow-capped rugged peaks in the background completed a very remarkable picture by nature. We went to an officers' club downtown. It was the most elaborate thing I've seen in some time. Everything was made of a marble that looked like petrified wood. The chandeliers were gigantic crystal glass affairs. They had a beautiful dance floor, also marble, complete with about an 8-piece Italian orchestra. The most amazing thing was the fact that they had a lot of tuna fish sandwiches when we went in. But when we left, the platter was licked clean. By this time, Chet Yonker should be pretty near home, if not there. I wish I were with him. I've been away, that is why you haven't heard from me. I did write you a letter while I was in Paris. Well, that is it for now. Good night, Mom. Your Jim. January 24, 1945. Dear Mom, I have a little news now. I have been on a 3-day leave down on the French Riviera. It is wonderful. Thus, we lived in a very elaborate hotel. I am enclosing a few postcards to give you some conception of same. This place is not comparable to Atlantic City or any such place back home, although they are for the same purpose. It was a little early in the year to go there, as it is still fairly chilly. The hotel we stayed at was very nice. The beds had inner spring mattresses that you sink way down into. They have very lovely bathrooms in the hotel. The bathtubs were very large and much different from all the other hotels in France. Had beaucoup much hot water. I took numerous baths in same. I filled the tub and just soaked myself for a long time. The hotel contained a wonderful dining room. At lunch, a French string ensemble played. At 5 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they had a tea dance. At dinner, which was served from 7:30 to 9, they had a dance orchestra. You could dance if you wished. In the dining room, the waiters were very efficient. If you took out a cigarette before you could fumble around to get a light, a waiter popped up with fire. I have never seen anything like it. After dinner, you would adjourn to a lounge where you could hang on the bar and get stiff or dance to your heart's content. I did a lot of the latter. Much to my surprise, some of the French belles could cut a mean rug, but I still say they can't feel a man's arms like an American girl. I met a wonderful French girl there. She has been studying English for about a half year, and she can talk fairly good. She is the nicest girl I have met over here yet. She is actually very pretty. I get a big kick out of listening to her talk American. The French have a hard time with our pronunciation. This girl was so very eager to learn the American language that I gave her several lessons. I learned quite a bit of French from her, too. This Cannes is a rest home for war-weary soldiers. It is, and again I regret, it is, and again I repeat, very wonderful, even though it is changed terrifically by the war. I have received only one box from you as yet, but as the mail is very slow here, I understand perfectly. You told me about Biai's coat. Thanks for getting it for her from me. Today I got some King Edward cigars in the PX. They make me think of Dad, and also the pipe smokers that used to hold Sunday night sessions at the radio listening to the Inner Sanctum, Squeaky Door. Oh, how I treasure those memories. Tell the feller I said hi and take it very easy for both of us. The weather here has been pretty bad of late. Snow, rain, and mud galore. Goo. On my adventure, I had one of my buddies take some pictures of me. I also have one of the French chick and myself, but they haven't been developed as yet. As soon as I get them, I will send you one of each for our scrapbook and for your personal satisfaction. Well, dear, I had best quit gabbing for this time. Your Jim. February 2nd, 1945. Dear Mom, well, kid, I've finally been transferred. I expected it, though. I just got one of the packages you sent, but the others will probably catch up to me by next Christmas. I'm only sending you $80 this time because I will probably need it now that I'm moving. I am enclosing a few pictures. I hope you like them. So my boy finally popped the question. I'll bet it is nice to have the realization that some woman wants to share your life. I wonder if anyone will ever have me. Gee, I hated to leave my old outfit, but a few of my boys came with me. I would like to know where I'm going, but I dunno. We spent about 4 days in London again. Boy, the fun we had. Boy, what lousy weather we are having here compared to good old France. Oh well. Gee, I probably will never get any mail for a heck of a while. Oh well, I am used to it by now. Maybe it won't be long till I won't have to write. I can communicate by word of mouth. If the Russians keep it up, you know what I mean. I sent a package to you and one to Jenny a few days ago. I hope you like what is in it. We have darn good food here. I'm thankful for that. That in itself makes a place bearable. Chet should have been home by now. I hope you both like the perfume. That is the only fitting souvenirs I could find in France for you. All of us flight officers are putting in for second lieutenant, so when you see me next, I may have a gold bar instead of a blue one. I won't make any more money, but you have to get to second before you can advance. Well, Mom, I guess this is all for now. Do take it easy. Your Jim. February 9, 1945. Dear Mom, am still alive and hope you are the same. I received a letter from you dated 11/3/44. In it, it seems that everyone was looking to matrimony for a way out. Oh well. In the letter, you told me about my buddy Ed's new arrival. I wish you could meet him. He is swell. I'm enclosing a cartoon. I think you will get a big charge out of it. I did. We're still awaiting orders. In the meantime, I have been doing quite a bit of reading. How is the feller now? Is he still on the ball? He'd better be. Gee, kid, I don't know what to write, so I'll just cruise along for a couple of pages. I got a pass and went to London. I saw a couple of good movies and a very raw play. Censoring in pictures and the like is not nearly so strict as it is in the States. So you do see quite a bit of good stuff here. Well, stuff anyhow. If you can, try to see the movie Mrs. Parkington, starring Greer Garson. It is truly a wonderful picture. I think Gigi is a marvelous actress. Gee, I hope I get some recent mail. This old stuff is mail, though. We burn coke here, and I think I am now qualified to build a fire in a grateless stove with damp coke. It is a knack acquired by many freezing hours of labor. Has my honey been down lately? And by the way, has Chet been home yet? Oh, this lack of flying gets one down. Oh well. Say, Mom, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find out Jenny's birthday, without her suspecting anything, of course, and send it to me. Thanks. Well, Mom, give me big sis a hug and kiss for me. Tell all the in and outlaws I said hi. Take good care of yourself. So long for a while. Your Jim. February 13, 1945. Dear Mom, how are you? I'm okie dokie yet. I really have no news at all, so this will undoubtedly be a very short letter. I haven't received any recent mail or any more packages, but I'm hoping. Oh yes, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I couldn't find any over here, so I guess you'll just have to be content with a fond greeting. Happy St. Valentine's Day, Jim. Boy, is this weather lousy. We were walking back from chow and it started to rain. We all got soaked to the hide. I think I'll take in a dance in town tonight, even though I don't go for these limey people. Oh me, If only I had something of interest to say, but I don't feel too badly, as I remember one time you said that as long as I just dropped you a line to let you know I'm still okay, it would be fine. Well, I guess I have filled the page up. Not saying with what, but as ever, your Jim. February 17, 1945. Dear Mom, well, here I is again. Have nothing to report as yet. Yesterday we bought us a radio. Boy, what a difference this makes. They have a network over here called the Allied Expeditionary Forces Program. On this, they have rebroadcasts of the good programs from the day before from home. There are a few programs direct, though. This is a swell deal, too. It keeps us in contact, more or less, with what's going on. Last night, we heard Fibber and McGee and Molly. They are still as crazy as ever. I'm sending a few more stamps. I'm going to have quite a collection, aren't I? Well, kid, I guess this is it for now. Give Sis a big hug and kiss for me. Everything is under control. Your Jim. February 18, 1945. Dear Mom, yesterday after I wrote you, I received a big bunch of back mail. Most of it was dated in October, but a few were January literature. In one letter, you said you saw the story of Dr. Wassell. I saw that too. It was really swell, as you said. In one letter, you ask how many are in a crew. There are 4. Pilot, co-pilot, radio operator, engineer, mechanic. Now you know. You said you were going to send me a clipping about my uncles, but you never did so far. I'm curious now, so will you relieve my mind? I now have all the old mail answered and am starting on last month's. More fun. So Elwood got married again. He lost a good woman when he lost Betty. It is best, though, 'cause she was too darn good for him. Gee, it is surely wonderful that we have money in the bank. I remember when we would put a little in and take a little out and such. But now things are different, thank God. Again, you ask about the boxes. I have just received one so far, the one that had my bracelet in it. I got a letter from Virginia saying that she sent one in October, and I haven't got it yet. You said something about me forgetting the USA. You don't have to worry about that at all. I was going to look up Sam Straub, but since he's back in the States, I won't be looking him up for a while, huh? Boy, we really enjoyed the ad chats you sent. I got 2 letters from Aunt Bet, and I wrote her a fairly long one in return. You said something about beautiful sunshine above the clouds. You know that is a very beautiful sight. Flying along low and it is raining and very dark. You climb up through it on instruments. Above you break out into a new world, a sort of fairyland. A beautiful bright sunshine sparkling on billowy white clouds. There is nothing like it. Just like life. Well, this is it for now. Your Jim. February 21, 1945. Dear Mom, I don't have a heck of a lot to say, so this will be another short one. I got a letter from Virginia telling me about Chet's getting home. Gee, she was tickled pink with her presents. I have been waiting to get your letter telling me about Chet, but haven't got it as yet. Maybe today. I know you liked him, as he is a swell Joe. He and I had a few swell times when he was over here. Now that you know what I'm doing and where I'm at, I've moved on and am not doing the same things, so you are in the dark again, aren't you? Oh well. I think I'll change my insurance over to 20 Pay Life. This will cost me about $20 per month, but at the end of 20 years, I'll have $10,000 paid up insurance, which isn't bad. I'm going to check up on it. Okay with you? Give everyone my best and take it easy. Your Jim.